Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Unacademy. So today we are going to discuss about another previous year question related to or in public administration. So we already discussed 1, 2, 3, 4 question. So today we are going to discuss about what is Taylorism, on what ground F.W. Taylor is considered as father of scientific management, 60 mark. So this is a 60 mark question. Clear. So what is Taylorism? On what ground F.W. Taylor is considered as father of scientific management? So there are two parts of this question. What are that? The first part is what is Taylorism? This is the first part. The second part is on what ground F.W. Taylor is considered as father of scientific management? Why F.W. Taylor considered as father of scientific management? Clear. So two part of this question, it consists of 60 mark. So what is Taylorism and why F.W. Taylor considered as father of scientific management? You need to write 600 word answer. Clear. So your answer will composed of what? Your answer will composed of three part: introduction, body and conclusion. Clear. Introduction, body and conclusion. You can see the question, what is Taylorism, on what ground? Good afternoon, Puspanjali. So what is Taylorism, on what ground F.W. Taylor is considered as father of scientific management? So you need to write this question in three parts: introduction, body and conclusion. Your conclusion should be divided into again two parts. What is that? Criticism. Criticism of Taylorism. Why Taylor's idea is criticized. And the second part of conclusion is, good afternoon, Barsa. Second part is contemporary approach. Clear. Contemporary approach, that means Taylor idea relevant in 2020 with example, with some example. So how Taylor's idea is relevant today in 2020, you must write that with some example, some current example you will give. So one example related to COVID-19 pandemic. So I will give you how you write the example. Yes, relevance is 21st century. So 2020 comes under 21st century. And in body, you need to write about Taylor's idea, three diagram. You must give three diagram. So I found that you should give three diagram, and in public administration also you can give your diagram, flow chart to what? To impress the evaluator. So this is three diagram: intro, body, conclusion. And in intro you write about who is Taylor, his publication, all these things. Clear. So in this way we proceed with our answer. Intro, always remember, whenever you write an answer, your answer should be divided into three parts: introduction, body and conclusion. And whenever you write a conclusion of a theorist, you write it into two parts. You must criticize it, because every theorist, be it classical, human relation or behavioral theorist, they are criticized. Their idea is criticized. And contemporary approach, that means Taylor's idea or Fayol's idea or every theorist idea is relevant today. So when I am discussing this every question, we will discuss in this way, so your answer would be better. So we start with our introduction. Okay, we must start with our introduction. So before that, I need to give you some information that you must download this Unacademy Learner app, where you can have the 30 hours of live sessions every day if you subscribe the plus subscription, and one plus subscription cover every exam: OS, ASO, CT, B.Ed, CPSC and OMC. And this is a subscription fees for 6 months 5,000 and this is the subscription fees for Unacademy. Yes, Sumi. Good afternoon, everyone. Yes, this is the subscription fee for 6 months, very less. And just remember this code IDeepak10. Whenever you use any subscription, you must use it. And this is fast track mains course by this top educator, which will start in 2000 from October 20. And this is one pre-com mains batch, and this is ASO batch. Anyone? So with one subscription, you can prepare every exam. And this is the T20 GS test series, and this is one CT for your friend who is preparing for CT. Okay, so shortly about me, I have more than 5 years experience in teaching public administration, and I have experience in appeared in both UPSC Civil Service main and OCS interview. I got more than 420 in public administration. Yes, how should, if someone is new among you, so what should be your approach to study public administration? You just remember the syllabus. It will be very helpful. So that you can find the interrelation between different unit. You must read some unit of paper 1, paper 2 together. You must analyze previous year question. So I am analyzing this in the YouTube class, and structural note. Yes, you do one thing, special class. I have more than 30 special class in Unacademy. So you just download the Unacademy Learner app, follow me there, Deepak, Kumar, Swain, and watch those special class. All are free. And this is the book I have written. Just go through it. This book contains everything, and you will not find everything in one book. So have a look. Yes, I am teaching public administration in Unacademy, where we discuss both paper 1, paper 2. It is a 4-month long course. We discuss all previous year main question paper like we discuss it here. Focus on answer writing and how to add current information in your answer. Clear? To find the current information, you just do one thing. You visit the FB page, Public Administration for UPSC and OPSC. Remember that, Public Administration for UPSC and OPSC. There you will find the current information which you can use in your answer. So let's come back to introduction. So try to remember, Taylor is a prominent, or Taylor belongs to the classical group of theorists. Belongs to classical group. Taylor belongs to the classical group. During 19th century industrial revolution in England. During 19th century industrial revolution in England, Taylor come. Clear? Taylor come. Taylor joined the organization. He belongs to the classical group of theorists. 19th century industrial revolution. Taylor joined organization. So at that time there was a problem in the organization, that organization are facing loss. Organization are facing loss. So what Taylor do? Taylor try to find out reason of loss. Your intro should be consist of nearly 100 word. Intro 100, conclusion 100, body 400. So Taylor tried to find out the reason of loss in industry. Clear? After that you write that Taylor, after research, find out reason of loss. Taylor, after research, find out the reason of loss. He found one reason, that is industry run on rule of thumb. Try to understand what is rule of thumb. Rule of thumb means based on experience. Industry are run on the basis of rule of thumb. That means experience. I am giving an example. Your great grandfather is doing something, or your great grandfather is running organization. Your grandfather run it, your father run it, and after you run it. So for example of farming, your great grandfather used bullock cart, your grandfather used bullock cart, your father also used, and now you are using bullock cart. So using bullock cart in farming certainly result into low production. Like that in organization which are run on the basis of rule of thumb. Clear? Here engineer are running organization. Engineer are running organization. No experiment conduct. Clear? So this found by whom? This found by Taylor. After that you write in introduction that Taylor reject rule of thumb and give his own idea to run organization. So what is Taylor's idea? Scientific management principle or theory. Clear? So Taylor reject the rule of thumb and give his own idea to run the organization. And what is his idea? Scientific management principle. Clear? Next, Taylor, known as father of scientific management. So this is a question. Why Taylor considered as the father of scientific management? So Taylor known as father of scientific management because his idea influence organization across the globe and all result into profit. So using his idea of scientific management, organization across the world gain profit. The loss making organization gain profit. Okay, this is. After that you write that before Taylor many other theorists give their idea on scientific management, but Taylor's idea most relevant. Taylor idea is most relevant, so he is known as father of scientific management. Clear? Try to remember all these things. Why Taylor is known as father of scientific management. After that you write publication of Taylor. 2-3 publication. Shop management, piece rate system, scientific management. So just write 1 or 2 book written by Taylor. Okay. Now we start the body of the answer. So in body, step by step we will go. Tailor focus on shop floor level of organization. What is shop floor level? Look at this. This is shop floor level, where workers are working, where workers work. Yes, we will go to that. 14 principle by Fayol, Puspanjali, that is Fayol's principle. 14 by Fayol, 10 by Gullik, 8 by Orvik. We are discussing Taylor. Taylor's idea of scientific management. Again, it is divided into three types. Yes, it is the lowest level. Soft floor is the lowest level where actual production takes place. So it is one diagram you draw. Just simple diagram, highlight that this is soft floor level and Taylor focus on the soft floor level. Clear? So what problem Taylor found? Taylor found problem in soft floor level. Soldering. Taylor found a problem soldering. What is that? Restriction in work. Restriction in work, soldering. Just remember the word soldering. That restriction in work. Employee don't do their ultimate. They are restricting themselves for doing work. He said two type of soldering. One is natural. Second is systematic. Natural soldering means, suppose consider you people, you are worker, I am the management. So natural soldering, I am Taylor. Suppose I am Taylor, you people are working in the organization. So I found that you people are restricting work. You are not doing ultimate work, or the work you should do, you are not doing. Why? Natural soldering. That means you are not skilled. You are not skilled. You may be lazy. You may be lazy, so you are not working. So you are not skilled, you are lazy. Natural soldering. Systematic soldering means you people systematically restrict production. Why? What is the reason? That means threat of on employment. You people think that if you complete every work, there means you might be unemployed. And second thing, payment is fixed. That means you are getting, for example, government job. In government job, people are getting salary whether they work or not. So people are getting salary whether they work or not in government job. So it is systematic soldering. Clear? So Taylor find out natural soldering, systematic soldering. And he said that how you solve it through scientific management principle. Okay. Now we discuss what is scientific management. Now scientific management, theory of scientific management. Scientific management divided into again three types: the principle of scientific management, the approach of scientific management. But what do? You just write down every principle in a one go if you find confusion with it. So just write down. Taylor give some principle of scientific management with which he said using which the production of organization will increase. So I am just telling you some important scientific management. First, science of work. Just one second. science of work. Just 1 second. First is science of work. Just try to understand scientific management. So from the word science, science of work, that means it reject rule of thumb and want to use science in every work. Science of work, scientific selection and training of worker. So you should select scientifically, means every worker should select in a scientific basis. So what is the selection? Proper selection, not on the basis of the whims and fancy of the superior. Scientific selection and training. You must provide training to worker. So scientific selection, it is like merit based selection. Okay, scientific work, scientific selection and training of worker. Next is piece rate system of payment. Piece rate system of payment, that means you give to the employee whatever work he do. Scientific selection, yes, Pushpanjali, scientific selection means your selection should be up to the mark. You will not select on the basis of your own. That means that employee should fulfill some criteria to work. For example, in OPSC you people are selected. So we can call it as a merit based selection. So like that, in industry or organization, the employee are selected, they must selected in certain criteria. Clear? So there must be certain scientific criteria to select someone. So this is scientific selection and training is important. Are you clear what is scientific selection? That means selection on a due procedure is scientific selection. Piece rate system of payment means target based. That means you produce 5 chair, you will get 500. You produce 10 chair, you get 1000. This is piece rate system. So this will remove the lazy employee. The lazy employee will not get anything. After that, mnemonic classification. That means every work of the organization is classified, mnemonic. Every work is given a symbol so that employees are not confused. There is division of work, that is mnemonic classification. Next, division of responsibility between management and worker. Before Taylor or before scientific management, what was the scene? Only worker has the responsibility to produce and not manager. Manager only give direction and worker produce. But Taylor said that no, it is responsibility of manager also. So what is the responsibility of manager? They should provide, the manager should provide better tools, technology to worker, and the worker, they produce maximum. So division of responsibility between management and worker. Next, mental revolution. What is mental revolution? That means proper coordination between both management and worker. Proper coordination between management and worker. The manager should not focus on profit. The worker should not focus on wage. Both should focus on what? Production. So when production will increase, automatically manager will get more profit and worker will get more wage. This is mental revolution. Time study. Time study means the minimum work take to finish a job. The minimum time required to finish a job is time study. So this is the best time we should use to finish a work. For example, you people are making chair. There are 10 people. So one make a chair in 30 minutes, one 25 minutes, one 20 minutes, and one is 18 minutes. So 18 minutes is should be the ideal time. Everyone should finish the chair in 18 minutes. That is time study. Motion study. That means best motion. Best motion to do a particular work is motion study. 9. Functional foremanship. Try to understand. Functional foremanship. Functional foremanship means this is a diagram. Just I am drawing the diagram. After that I will explain. Okay, suppose this is M. M is the employee. These are T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. This is one scenario, and this is one scenario. This is A. B, C, D, E, F. So this is known as unity of command. This is functional foremanship. Try to understand. Unity of command means worker take order from a single superior. So B, C, D, E, F take order from only A. This is unity of command. And here functional foremanship, M take order from S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. So what you should write, that Taylor has rejected the unity of command that is being promoted by other classical theorists, Fayol, Gullick, or Bick. Listen, functional foremanship, if you write that in functional foremanship Taylor want employee to take order from 8 superior, it's okay. But good answer. What is good answer? You should relate Fayol, Gullick, or Bick in this. That what should be the best sentence? Taylor rejected the concept of unity of command promoted by classical theorists Fayol, Gullick, and Orbick, and instead he gave his concept of functional foremanship, where a single employee take order from 8 superior. 4 are planning and 4 are execution. So what is the result? Functional foremanship result into specialization in organization. Okay, it results into specialization in organization. Next, you will write principle of exception. That is, Taylor promote decentralization in organization. Taylor promote decentralization in organization. That Taylor want that let employee do their work. In case they face any problem, management should come and solve this problem. So this is principle of exception. So 10 point, easily you can write 400 word. Okay, these are 10 point. So now we reach the concluding part. In conclusion, you write that Taylor support Wilson's idea of politics administration dichotomy. Just mention one line. You can mention it in intro also. That Taylor support Woodrow Wilson idea of politics administration dichotomy. Woodrow Wilson, who is known as father of public administration. So if you don't know about Woodrow Wilson, again watch my special classes. So what you write in criticism, just write in a one go that Taylor is being criticized by human relation theorist Mayo and behavioral theorist. You write every behavioral theorist name: Argyris, Bernard, Likert, McGregor, decision making theorist Simon, motivational theorist Maslow and Husberg, and extract one line. For example, Mayo said that Taylor don't give importance to human relationship. Behavioral theorists said that Taylor's idea is mechanical, monistic motivation. He never gave importance to human behavior in organization. After that, Simon rejected Taylor's idea. Clear? Simon said that it is not scientific. Taylor's idea of economic man is rejected by Simon, and Simon said that no, economic man is not possible. What is possible? Administrative man. Maslow and Husberg rejected Taylor's idea of what? Taylor's idea of monistic motivation, and they said motivation is multi-motivation or not mono-motivation. They reject mono-motivation, focus on multi-motivation. So this is criticism. Now the contemporary approach. That means Taylorism relevant in 21st century. I just give you some point how Taylorism is relevant in 21st century. First is piece rate system of payment is still prevalent in many private sector. They give employee target, the piece rate system. Second, the concept time study, motion study. This is part of administrative improvement. This is part of administrative improvement. So still used. Third, functional foremanship. This result into specialization in organization. Functional foremanship. Fourth, principle of exception, that is decentralization. It is also used. Fifth, money motivation. You still found that people of Maruti Udyog, Air India, bank or many government employee, they strike for more wage. You can also write that the COVID-19 pandemic, money is the most important motivation. During the COVID-19 pandemic, monistic motivation become more prominent or more important than other motivation. Clear? So this is the current example you can give, like people of bank strike, Air India, Maruti Udyog, any government employee, the contractual employee, they strike for more wage. And in COVID-19 pandemic, you will find that money become the primary source of motivation for every individual. They are not care about anything else, only money. So you conclude your answer giving some example that Taylor's idea is still relevant in this organization. So it will be a very good answer and you can get more than 45 mark. Okay everyone, so this is for today. You just do one thing, you watch all my special class. It will be more helpful for you. Download the Unacademy Learner app and watch my special class and attend my special class also. There we have a liberty of everything. We can interact there in a very good manner. So this is for today. We will meet in another class, that is on Saturday, same time. Okay, thank you. Meet on Saturday.